Hello everyone, and welcome to a pros and cons of the video game Pragmata Deluxe Edition on Not Now Mom, I'm Gaming. These are short videos featuring all my little nitpicks and pleasantries with having played the game, while sustaining a bare minimum of spoilers. Let the reviewing begin. Pros. Exploration is rewarded. Despite the game being fairly linear, there are sections that you can explore in order to find collectibles in the area. Once Diana's upgraded at a specific point, she can scan for items and you can try to find them. The only things that she won't find are the little collectibles you'll need to shoot. They remind me of the figurines you find in Resident Evil games. They do make a noise when you're close enough to them, and when you do destroy them, they end up in your shelter purely for aesthetic purposes. But the chests you find will have items that can help you out with your upgrades, and then there's REMs that you can create holograms of in your shelter for Diana to have fun with. This is definitely a game that caters to people who like to explore and fill up a room they'll be coming to often with nice visuals. Also, when you're in the shelter and choosing where you want to return to via the tram, it'll show you what items you've acquired in specific sections and which items you've missed. Beautiful for keeping track of how close you are to 100%ing everything. Soundtracks and shelter. Your shelter is a place you can hang out in without anything disrupting your peace, but it doesn't have to be quiet. Once Cabin comes into your shelter, he'll have music for you to listen to during your time hanging out and doing your upgrading thing. That way you don't always have to listen to the same thing each time you enter. Although, sometimes I didn't listen to the music all that often just because I was in and out once I got to a certain point. Plenty of combat choices. There are plenty of guns to choose from in this game, and they are color coordinated on your HUD. Defensive, offensive, short range, long range, crowd control. At one point in the game, you're able to switch between two different weapons on the left or right of the HUD, but you'll never be able to use each weapon possible in combat. Instead, you can pick up guns in the open world or set up which guns you want before you leave your base of operations. Besides weapons, there are mods as well as nodes, both of them either benefiting Diana's hacking abilities or your own combat abilities. Then, of course, is the upgrading portion of the game. You can upgrade your equipment, mods, nodes, and all that. There's also two specific currencies for your upgraded choice, be it equipment and everything to do with that side of things, or if you want to upgrade your character specifically. It's all very neat and tidy, but offers a lot. Bingo. Who doesn't love bingo? When talking to Cabin in your shelter, you can spend Cabin coins on a bingo board. These rewards can be anything from enemy data, outfits, mods, and notes. By getting bingo on the board multiple times, you win even more rewards.
Triple bingo! Congratulations!
Tutorial reward system. I don't normally do tutorials for learning certain aspects of a game. I know there are other games that do this, of course, but right now I can't think of any off the top of my head. Never mind, Death Stranding just came to mind, and some Final Fantasy games. Each tutorial scenario has 3 stars to them for each objective completed. And of course, if you get all the stars, you earn more rewards. These rewards can be worth it, and although this did push me to try many of the tutorials, I didn't get through all of them and definitely wasn't driven enough to earn 3 stars on the ones I did. Perfectionists might love this aspect though. Deluxe Edition. I purchased the deluxe version of this game. What it offers is the following. 2 outfits for both Hugh and Diana. A weapon skin for your main weapon. 3 soundtracks to be played in your shelter via Cabin. 3 Diana gestures, which I never used because I didn't know was a thing. Artwork library, which has spoilers for future portions of the game if you're interested in looking through it toward the start of the game. Cons. Glass is too clean. Now I know why birds fly into a glass door. There were times where I thought I might be able to go get something and it turns out I was blocked by glass. Very nicely cleaned glass, where I only really got a reflection of myself when I face planted into it. Hacking directional arrows confusing. So when you hack, you want to go through the blue blocks with arrows, but the arrows are on the left and right, which made me always think I needed to go through them from the sides instead of the top and bottom. I don't think this is the case. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's not because it all worked out in the end, no matter which direction I went through them. But the entire game, I always wanted to follow those arrows, even when I knew it didn't matter. And that's the end of our pros and cons review of Pragmata Deluxe Edition. Thanks for watching, everyone. And don't get in too much trouble when you say, "Not now, Mom. I'm gaming."